I hope you guys are doing well today. Um, I didn't initially plan to stream today, but Atlas had dropped news of the complete guide video that is going to be showing at like 5:30, at least 5:30 my time. So what I'm gonna do is I'll bumble around SMT1 for a little while, and then I'll do a stream reacting to the complete guide video that will be later. So let me get this going here. You guys have any expectations for the complete guide video? I know they're probably gonna show. I mean, outside of like new gameplay stuff, they're probably gonna show some new demons. Actually, some new demons like leaked today. I would say leaked though. I guess let me get this here. The PersonaCentral had an article on it, so I don't know if Atlas just like put out the information somewhere, like, or what the Japanese articles did, because they like showed 3 new demons. I'm trying to think which ones they were. There's like 2 new African demons, and I forgot what the third one was. Oh no! They're actually all African demons. Can't wait for Demi-Fiend Chaos. Oh yeah, they fucking dropped that too. I don't know if that's getting shown. Like, hold on. That's probably just gonna get shown. I hope they just show it in the video, because it's like, it's like slow the fuck down on the information. Like, I'm already excited, but Jesus. I wonder if I can show this here. Let me see if we can. I'll just do a smart capture thing. Yeah, I'll just show this screen just to like show he's in there. You can get him now. Well, I might as well just mention this because this is pretty interesting. You can recruit the Demi-Fiend now. So instead of just like fighting him, because in the original game, instead of just fighting him, and I think you get some of his abilities, you can't actually recruit him though, which is kind of disappointing, right? And I mean, the battle was hard enough. Like, a lot of people had to use cheese tactics against him, like the Murokomo cheese, or do like a poison build or something to deal with that battle. I didn't actually beat him. I tried to do that battle, but I just, even if in my first playthrough, I did the true neutral in first playthrough, so I beat the shit out of like everyone in that run, but it still wasn't enough to defeat the Demi-Fiend. But in the Invengeance now, when you actually do the fight, and I don't know how soon you're gonna get access to it, but you can now recruit him. Like it feels like a pretty good reward to actually be able to recruit him in your party now as an extra demon. And I don't know if that's gonna allow you to he still get his essence or something. Well, actually no, maybe it will. It depends. It depends on if they treat him like any other demon, because if I remember, like with I know Nocturne did this, I think, or 5. I get Nocturne and 5 confused a bit, because like both of them, it's been a while since I played them, but demons will give you their essence after a while. After using them for a while, they'll drop their essence. I wonder if that's going to be the case with him, like if they're going to treat him as like another demon. Let's see, I think you can't, because in the battle screenshot, he's labeled as guest. Oh, okay. Well, shit, I guess, oh, man. I wonder if that means you're not going to be able to use his abilities. Like, if Bino... Maybe they'll still have it, because, like, in the OG, when you fight him, you can use some of his moves, which is pretty cool, seeing Bino use those. But if you're not going to be able to, that kind of sucks. I know people will probably still mod it in anyways. But I guess, on the flip side, if you don't get to use his moves by yourself, you can just have him in your party to use those moves as an extra demon, which is... you know what? That's pretty fucking cool. So, and yeah, he's labeled as guest just like the other story humans. Interesting. Okay, well, that's still pretty cool. That is pretty cool. They also mentioned there's a bunch of new difficulty modes, but they seem to be like post game. They're new game plus difficulty modes now. And they also changed like how you do stuff with demons. Like they have like New Game Plus. I should honestly just look over the article. Since I'm talking about it. Fuck it. I'm gonna look over the article. Where did I post that article at? Might as well actually just go over it. Fuck it. We'll go over it now. I was gonna go over it after, like, when the video showed, but here, we'll do it right now, since I'm talking about it. We're on... This is playing SMT anyways. Let's see. We'll just do a smart capture here. This is the article from PersonaCentral. and it shows some of the new demons too. So this is going to be spoiler territory. If you want to avoid, just don't watch the stream. We're going to be discussing stuff anyways. They're releasing so much information, it's hard to even keep up with this stuff. There is so much out there. It's like crazy how much they're releasing. Let's see. It's not neat at all, but this made me think of a remake of 3 with the engine and quality of life stuff from 5. I can see that happening, but you'd also have people who would go fuck no to that. Because you're gonna have, I don't know. There's like definitely gonna be a side where, and I can definitely understand that too. I can understand that because, a game might have a certain style to it that people want preserved, and then they don't want it to be depicted any other way. Also, yeah, look, we have Anansi. So, people were already talking about Anansi or, theorizing that they actually showed concept art of him. If you look for some of the cover art for Vengeance, it does show more demons on it, and it shows a bunch of demons, and there's one on the side that people were theorizing were a Nazi. Like, they have concept art of him. So I imagine that... Oh, your headset wasn't on? I don't know what you caught me saying. I have no idea what you caught me saying. People are theorizing a Nazi is going to be for Bethel, Africa specifically, a different branch. Because, like, maybe. Because you have Bethel, Egypt. So, he is supposed to be... A lot of the demons that they revealed for African demons are Ashanti tribe demons. I don't know if they're going to have... where the fuck is Ashanti based? What specific area in Africa? Because I don't remember. Let's see. Doi's newer demon designs are a lot nicer and more original looking than his ones in 4 and base 5. Yeah, there are some people who would like this design. Let me see if they show it. I'm like jumping around. I'm so sorry. Brain is like this. So this is the design. Some people like it, some people don't like it. I do like it because it actually looks better as a 3D. When they show it because it's from Ghana. Okay, cool. Yeah, Africa, it's a shame there hasn't been more. I don't know if previous SMTs have done enough with the African mythology, like demons outside of Egypt, because like the African mythology has a lot of cool shit in it, like a lot of mysticism and everything. There's so much fucking stuff there, and I don't think they've explored enough of it. Yeah, he's like, I think there's like a thing. There's an Ashura, actually, that is similar to him. That's like a fire spider Ashura or something. But the reason I mention Ashura, though, is because in his actual, like, when they show him and everything, the way he's, like, the spider arms come out of him, he looks like, he's being carried by the new Twitter logo. Oh, God. Yeah, it does look like this. When they're actually in animated, the arms around them, they remind me of like the extra arms on an Ashura, or if you've ever seen the game, Capcom's game Ashura's Wrath, where how the arms look on a lot of the entities in that game, or even something like some of the designs of the suits and stuff, the mech suits that people have in like Metal Gear Revengeance. I think it's Revengeance, where you have people with like extra like mech arms like coming off of them. It kind of looks like that. So I don't have anything against it at all. And also, it's funny because there are people who absolutely love when the demon designs look closer to their original, where they were just more humanoid and not like super crazy or anything. And then there's other people who don't like it, which is kind of weird. I think this is fine. Like having, it's so funny because people will complain. It's like they're never happy because people will complain about Doi making a bunch of demons that look too tokusatsu, right? And then he goes like and makes demons that look more like their originals, like old SMT did, where they're just more humanoid. And then people complain about it too. So I don't fucking know. Can't please people, I swear. Let's go over here. Anyan Kopan? I'm not familiar with this. It's a sky god, though, of the Ashanti people. You thought I said Nazi? No. Anansi. I think it's pronounced Anansi. Anansi. Let's see. You like Kansu's design in 5 well enough, but it was also straight up a 100% copy of his classical portrayal on Egyptian burials. Why I like it when they rip. You like it when they rip its old myths. Yeah, I actually do like that. I'm so split when it comes to the concept designs because I do like. I do kind of like the tokusatsu ones, but I also like ones that are just more that are based off their original art, like the art from the legend, like the art from the culture that they come from too. I like Kansu's design. It is really, it's like almost one for one with some of the art of the actual god. So it's funny because that happened to Dagda too. I don't know if you guys. I haven't played SMT4 Apocalypse, but I'm aware of a lot of stuff in it, and I also know the stuff behind Dagda. Apparently, Dagda had another concept art that they were going to use that actually looks more like the Dagda from the myth, but they decided to make him look like a fucking... He looks like Giga Chad, like wrestler. He still has a slightly tokusatsu design, like the Dagda that we got, which I don't know. I guess people like him, but there are other people who saw the old design and are like, oh, well, why didn't we get that one? Because that Dagda looks more like the one from Myth. So I don't know. I don't remember why he chose that. So, okay, so we have Anan Kopan. I haven't seen, maybe they'll show in the complete guide video, the attack animations for this one. Says he's one of the aliases of the supreme god Nyami, said to mean the all-knowing and all-seeing. And it's cool because with the demon haunt stuff now, you'll actually be able to find out more lore of the demons beyond just a little like thing that you can read in there when you actually have them. You have Anansi, which is like Ginma. What is this one? This one's labeled Enigma. I'm not familiar with that race, that demon race. Ginma's an old demon race that has been in the series before. And this is a new demon. So this is a folkloric hero of the Ashanti and other tribes in West Africa. He's known as a trickster who gets by on his way. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Africa has so many cool trickster gods. I should definitely make more demons of those. And then there's Nami Nami, which people were making fun of, but like some people like it and absolutely love how like goofy it is. He spins. He's like a drill. And other people don't like the design because they think it's lazy. But most of the stuff you will find, actually I looked it up myself. There is like, it is based off like a dragon that has a fish head. But most of the stuff that you will find for Nyami Nyami depicts Nyami Nyami as the statue. And even so much to where it's like worn as a charm on necklaces and like everything. I think the reason they probably use the statue versus using like making like an actual like, dragon or something is because the statue is so iconic to the culture that it came from that maybe they're like, well, we'll use the statue instead, have that instead of like depicting it as an actual like beast. And also he's spin. He says me 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 and he spin. So he's like, it's kind of amazing. It's based off an existing sculpture. Yeah, I think people are probably going to be really divided on it. So I don't know. I guess if people want to, someone could probably model their own design of Nami Nami, then mod it into the game. So I don't know. I'm conflicted about it. I see people who call the design lazy probably haven't designed a thing in their life. Honestly, like, it's hard when I look at it though. Maybe Doi did this, but like on another hand, I'm like, considering the other designs that Doi does, I almost feel like it's kind of hard to believe that Doi did this one, and that maybe they were like running out of like time to like add in more demons, like lesser demons. So maybe they just had like someone on the actual modeling team just model it based off the sculpture, and then they had Doi just draw it out, like do the concept art. That way they can have it in the because they need status. Like when the demons are in your party, they need like a profile concept art to use for the profile thing. So they probably just had him did it. It is possible he didn't even draw the concept first. They probably like just modeled it out first, and they're like, okay, Doi, draw the thing for it. So I don't know, because on one hand, I kind of feel like Doi would have drawn something way different. I don't know. It says, Demon Nuda series, Zambezi river god of the Tonga and Lotse tribes of southern Africa, is the body of a snake and the head of a fish or dragon. He is said to protect people near the water and provide them with sustenance. And it's kind of interesting because he has a drill attack that kind of looks like he might be going into the ground to drill for like water to come up. So it's just kind of interesting. Let's see. Some designs are based on depictions that exist, and some others take a lot more liberties. Yeah, I mean, some like the old demon designs tend to be like that too, like with what Neko did, and like any other artist before him. Let's see. We have Shakan. We already know about Shakan pretty much. It pretty much, a lot of people either say it's like Labyrinth of Mala or Womb of Grief. I am not familiar with the Womb of Grief from Strange Journey, but is likely going to be an elaborate, dungeon that has like puzzles and things that are more classic to like SMT or other traditional dungeon crawlers, which is what I like. Like, I like to have long, like, complicated dungeons with puzzles and environment hazards and all that fun stuff that get in your way. So, and I believe this is probably where the Shekinah glory is stored, so we don't know anything about that yet. But this is probably where you're going to get it to obtain it. Let's see, World of Shadows. The thing is like, I'm going over this now, but it's likely it's going to be the same stuff that they're going over in the video, the complete guide itself. They'll probably mention these. So, World of Shadows. We already know about miracles. I don't need to go over that. They added this, though, which I wanted to mention. This could be a good or a bad thing, but it's completely optional. So they added Estoma as a miracle that you can use, but they did give you option to, you can actually toggle off. I don't remember you could do this in the game before, but you can actually just toggle on or off the miracles. If that was not a thing before, which is helpful. That is helpful if you don't want certain ones on, especially if they affect the environment or battle or anything like that. So Estoma allows you to not, be detected by demons, and this is a thing in the previous games too, but I didn't use it a lot. I feel like in SMT5, it's not really needed because, except in certain areas, which I hope they fixed anyways, but you have a lot of mobility in SMT5. Like, you can actually run around and jump and stuff like that. You can actually see where the demons are, like, physically, compared to the previous games where you can't actually see where the demons are, and a lot of the older games had, like, a high encounter rate. So, yeah, it might be necessary to use a stoma in some areas because it could be a slug, especially if you're, like, going through an earlier area and maybe you don't want to keep running into lower level demons and stuff like that. That's why it was useful. I didn't actually make use of it much when I was playing Nocturne. Very rarely did I use it. I just wanted to keep getting the experience, so I had no problem with it. But it can be useful for some people that are bothered by high encounter rates. I've also used it a little bit in like SMT1 Nuke, but obviously SMT1 it almost feels necessary sometimes. Now, the reason why this can be useful in a game, even if you can see the demons and you have a lot of mobility, is because there are areas in 5 that were annoying as shit because of the demons there. One of the areas that were so bad that got memed was the area that had the Anzu flying around that kept hitting you. Like, those fucking things were all over the place. And I think that's the same area where the Macabre demons will, like, randomly, like, pop up and everything. So it was hard to, like, if you're just trying to explore the area and get around, which I believe that was another one of those areas that it was very difficult to navigate and it got confusing. So the demons, the frequent like Anzo and everything made it even worse. So that would be, the Estoma would be good if they hadn't fixed that. I'm kind of hoping they did. There's another specific spot that was very difficult with the demon pop-ups. Like the demon spawns, and that was the abscess that you're supposed to take care of for Finn as one of the true neutral requirements, or the true neutral end requirements. It's the one where all the Orochis get like dropped on you when you're trying to get to the abscess. That was fucking brutal. I fucking hated that. You try to make your way, and the abscess itself contains a fight with Orochi, But like while you're trying to get there, you'll get like a ton of Orochi spawns. So maybe the Astoma would help with that, but it might make things easier too. So I don't know. It really depends on what adjustments they did to the previous game. Essence Fusion, that's something that already exists. So I don't know why they need to mention this. I don't know if there's anything new here. Subquest, yeah. Let's see. It says demon characters in the field request help in subquest. That was a thing in the original game, but we do have more now, especially in Tokyo itself and not just Dot. So there's like they showed ones with like one of them exactly is trying to chase Turbo Granny around Tokyo, and then you meet a mobby in the shrine area. I think she's like trying to be like an idol, like what the fuck's her name? Idun. So you're like trying to help her be an idol or something. Showing some of the ones in Dot as well that you can do. And you can even, the new addition here is that you can even become demons for some of the side quests. You can actually run around as the demons themselves, which is really cool. And that way you can actually find out more about those demons as well. Oh, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. No, Phoenix. Do not know a mobby fleshlight, no. No. She does look like a light, though, doesn't she? Oh, no. No. And, of course, I mentioned the Demi Fiend already and how cool that is. So they actually have some screenshots here where they show him in your party. I gotta wonder what he thinks of the edgier version of the protagonist. I wonder if he would like the Tsukibino more than the regular Nahobino because of how edgy like Tsukibino looks. But yeah, I like how like he's still even in this case when you recruit him, Pixie is kind of like talking for him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm too cool to like talk or like I don't give a shit. Just let my Pixie talk for me." I think it's funny though because he's also maybe they're just trying to maintain the. Oh shit! I forgot this was. Why is this cropped? Oh, I didn't realize the screenshots are coming up cropped. I'm sorry. I'll have to fix that later if I post this video. So yeah, I'll fix that later. But yeah, he's I guess like with him not talking much himself, he's still a silent protagonist of his own game. So they're probably just trying to maintain that. And even though he appears as like another character in 5, so. And then, of course, this is something that they talked about before. They have a little terminal in your dorm room. So you have a dorm room you can go to now, and they have the little like amolodrome that's in there is used for the virtual trainer. Now, virtual training is something you could do with the DLC fights. So Mephisto, Cleopatra, who the fuck else? I don't know if what's her name? But yeah, you could do. They had the like VR battles you could do in the original game, but it was only with the DLC demons. Now they have something that's kind of like the that's a burial chambers in Nocturne that I remember. I can't remember if any other games have this, but like I know when I was playing Nocturne, they have burial chambers where you can redo boss fights, but I don't think the burial chambers give you experience. I know when you do the VR battles in the original version of SMT5, they give you experience. So I don't know if these are going to give you experience or not. You can still die from them though. So I'm really wondering. It might actually give you experience. I'm not sure, but considering this game has an increased level cap, this mentions it here. It says by fulfilling certain conditions, new miracle called Moral Transcendence can be acquired. It says once learned the maximum level of Nahobino and his demons can be increased to 150. So create the strongest party. So like, you could probably, if this gives you experience, you could probably use the VR trainer and a bunch of other things that they've included in the game now to easily get to 150 if you want. There's New Game Plus features. So I mentioned this before, they have like extra difficulty modes now after New Game Plus. Hopefully they'll still keep the regular ones. because since they're adding a lot of like quality of life stuff to the game, it probably is going to make things much easier than they were in the original. So hopefully they keep like, you know, where you can still play like a hard mode or something. Oh, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's see, data transfer. Okay. Data transfer can be selected from following options once conditions are met. So you have Godborn mode, which I think is like the new Game Plus difficulty mode. And then Newborn, it says retain following elements. This is for those who want to replay the game while retaining the difficulty of the battles. So it just mentions some stuff you get. It removes the fusion restrictions. You get the whole whatever you completed of the Demon Compendium. Some miracles. There's Reborn. Let's see, in addition to elements carried over from the Newborn version, following elements are also carried over. This is recommended for those who want to play the game again but want to make battles easier. I would probably not do this. I would do Newborn. You know, why not make the game more difficult if you have access to more stuff, right? In Godborn, it says the elements are to be taken over are the same as in Reborn, but the enemy demons that appear are greatly enhanced. Recommended for those seeking a new playing experience through extreme battles. So that's pretty cool. And honestly, with all the additions they're doing, if I feel like it, and I'm sure other people might do this too, is that once they get through Vengeance, and we don't know if there's going to be anything extra in terms of endings or anything if you complete both Creation or Vengeance. I kind of theorize that there might be. We'll see. But even if not, there might be some people who are going, okay, well, now I'm going to go through Creation, try and get the endings in that after going through Vengeance. So we'll see what happens. But I'm really liking the new additions so far. And of course, we're going to learn more later when the complete guide video comes out. Okay, now I'm going to start playing SMT1. I didn't actually expect to just go over this, but since we are already talking about it, might as well. Let's see, what are people... Let's just see what chat... Oh, yeah, let's see. There's a ton of messages here. Holy shit. Yeah, there's... Did you see Demi Fiend is playable? Personally want remakes of Pers 3 games. They're talking about Persona. Krishna DLC, please. They hyped it up for 2 days, yeah. Let's see, would have a heart attack if we got Divine Powers DLC where you fight all of them with and then fight Flynn and Nanashi. Oh yeah, they had that. Didn't that happen in like SMT4 Apocalypse where you're fighting a bunch of the protagonists? I've seen some screenshots of that. Let's see. Japanese game devs need to stay away from Xbox or you'll be betrayed. Oh god, yeah, that incident, the whole thing. Oh yeah, they're all talking about doubt Sega would sell Atlas considering Megami Tensei. Let's see, new design rocks. It has this baller ninja vibe and incorporates Tsukiyomi's motifs. Shin Nahobino. Oh yeah, so the Japanese fans are calling him Shinobino. So like Ninja Bino. Looks like an Atma avatar and they love it. Yeah, people are reminded of Surf with the way he looks. Like if you put a mask on Surf and made him like purple. You want Doi Satan? Oh yeah, Satan was in the data. When I went over the cut content stuff, Surf is in the not Surf, Satan. Which Satan though? I wonder which Satan. You said you want a Doi Satan. That'd be interesting. Krishna should have the outfit he wore as Vishnu Flynn. Oh yeah, that thing looks like, it's funny because I think what people are mentioning that thing kind of looks like a Nahobino in a way. It's got like the Nahobino vibe. Satan had an unused design from 4 Apocalypse. I think I saw it in the concept art. Don't remember which one though. See, Nahobino's first form was peak. Now he just looks more generic, like a usual ninja. I don't know. I like it. I like it. People complain about Denovo. Yeah, I know it's a thing on this game. Huge DDS fan. Got me into SMT. Love the Shin Nahobino looking like Atma Avatar. Let's see. People are saying he's Susanoo, not Tsukiyomi. We still don't know what the situation is with that. Like the motifs on the new form are from Tsukiyomi, so yeah, people are just talking about his new form. Headcanon, is there a secret third form? There were some rumors. There were some weird rumors about more forums, so I'm really curious. There was also so weird. Should I even mention it? I don't even think it's gonna be a thing. There was something about like rumored other forms for like some of the Nahobino reps, like Abdiel, Tsukiyomi, and Nuwa, but like from the way they sounded, they didn't sound like Nahobino forms. They sound like different demon forms, and like, yeah, like saying that Tsukiyomi's gonna be a catfish, and I was like, what? I don't know. I read that on V though, so I don't know. Yeah, they were talking about Tsukiyomi being a catfish, and I was like, what? That's not, it's not like it's unrelated to Tsukiyomi. There is a thing with, just sort of indirectly. The only game that when I was looking it up, I was just like, okay, where is it in lore? Because I already know with Tsukiyomi's lore, people like kind of forget this, or maybe don't realize this, or don't do the research, but Tsukiyomi's also a weather and sea god, like in another part of his lore. So he's also associated with that, with water too. Funny enough, he's not just a moon god. There's like another part of his lore, different interpretation. Oh, Faz is in chat. Wow, okay, we got content creators in there. Bring Steven back. Bring Mr. Stephen Hawking back. You want to play? Let's see. Someone says, I want to play with the Demi-Fiend instead of the femboy. Okay. Let's see. He's a storm god. He has a whole water ocean. Yeah. So people were pointing out with the new Tsukiyomi forms attacks. They're a combination of moon and storm and weather attacks. So they're not just moon based. They actually are like weather and storm based, which is really interesting. So that could mean something, which means I want to see like what exactly is going on. Like, you know, it still seems he might be either he's still like part Susanoo, or they're just leaning more into the water thing with Tsukiyomi, which they might be, because it's even part of like Koshimizu's name. Like, he's got water in the name too, so it's like they're not just doing the moon god interpretation of Tsukiyomi, they're doing the water version too, which might make him like more similar to Susanoo and compatible. Yeah, also the moon affecting the water as well. It's funny because Koshimizu's name actually means over water, so, you know, kind of like the moon being over the water and influencing it. Let's see, you wish they kept the version of Satan that was a freaky snake hydra with tons of skulls for faces. That's one of the ones that I've seen. Is that like from the concept art? You'd like a Zeus form? Oh yeah, I've seen really cool concept art of a Zeus Nahobino, and I mean he's compatible with Zeus. He's also compatible with Baal and a bunch of others. Like, if he's compatible with Tsukiyomi and can become a Nahobino, then he could just become one with Zeus, Baal. He's apparently compatible with Belphegor. Oh man, can you imagine if they they would never do it, but I think if they ever made like a manga or anime for this, they should do a thing where they show him. No, Belphegor would be awful. But I want to see a joke. Nahobino. That's him, like a toilet version of him. It would just be so bad, but like, I don't know. It'd be funny. You want to get Moonlight Frost, but it's Pierce. That would be cool. Toilet Beano. Oh, Skibidino. Oh god, yeah, he would be Skibbity Beano. You call him Skibbity Beano. That'd be really cursed. Okay, we have 5 minutes. Toilet, yeah. Belphegor is apparently compatible with them too, and Moloch. It's because they're like, I don't know about Moloch, but I know Belphegor's indirectly tied to Baal, and all the different interpretations of Baal that got like turned like corrupted. So like you have Baal, and then there's Beelzebub too. Beelzebub is a corrupted form of Baal, so that would mean Beano would be Beano should be compatible with Beelzebub too. And you actually do encounter him. I forgot about that. I think you have a quest with Beelzebub and Vengeance, so that will be cool. Buggy Beano. Actually, I think that would look really cool. The Beelzebub one. He'd probably look like, you know what he'd look like? He'd probably look like Kamen Rider. Like any number of the Kamen Rider forms, so more like a, like insect-based, like, kind of armor form. He's the boss of the train station dungeon. Oh! Wait. What do you mean the Coochie Demon? The Black Red Eyes Kamen Rider? Yeah, I could see that happening. Ariok? Oh, you're talking about Ariok? Oh, yeah. Being Ariok's knowledge must suck. Yeah, there's like a bunch of demons that would seem like really interesting if they, whatever their Nahobino form would be, you know? Then again, like I said, it's possible a lot of these demons that you see, you know, they could be like just really degraded versions of themselves where they, that's like another thing I didn't even bring up either, is that Lamu couldn't even obtain like a proper Nahobino form. I think Lamu was so fucked in his form that when he tried to get with Sohori, he became a sperm. He didn't become a proper Nahobino. The only thing that came out of him was like this base sperm lizard demon thing. Not even a proper one. You think that was because Sohori refused to fuse with him? Yeah, it like, it's funny how like the fusion thing is better if you're more compatible and like there's consent. Like it's a relationship. There needs to be consent. Yeah, that's a weird theory about like the Nahobino consent thing too, because they almost resemble like if you want to get fucking weird about it, like human relationships. Like the different relationships between the Nahobino pairs. Obviously, one's like, two of them are romantic, like obviously romantic, and then you have Lamu and Sohori, which is like being forced into a relationship. So, see me with the Nahobino, there's always a dominant one. Yeah, I guess except in the case of like Aogami, where he's like really, he takes a backseat compared to everyone else, which is interesting. He's like, no, he wants you to be in the driving seat instead of compared to everyone else that's more domineering. So, I actually don't know who's the domineering one in Nua's. Like, between Nua and Yakumo. I mean, they seem like on the same level, but I don't know who's more pushy in that relationship. It's Nua? Okay. He's just, I guess that means Yakumo's just angsty. He's just emotional and angsty, but she's like, I mean, she's very motherly. Also, like, you know, even if he like runs off and like, you know, does his shit and then Nua likes to wander off and they don't always disagree. It's a giant snake, yeah. Yakumo is close to death when they fuse. I think so, yeah. I think he does. But like, I didn't do the route. Actually, no, I did. I did do the route because I did neutral. True neutral, right? So I think I had to fight. Actually, no, I didn't have to fight them. Because I did true neutral. That's right. Because I did true neutral, Yakumo died. And then Nua's left when you do true neutral. So I didn't actually get to fight them. In their Nahobino form. I need to actually go back. I may do this. But when I do Vengeance, and with all the gameplay improvements, I want to go back and try and get a lot of the endings in the creation route. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to add like a, it'd be interesting. I don't know if people are going to agree with it though, but if they added like a super secret ending, if you complete creation. Oh, here we go. I got to turn off the music. Oh, God. It's so loud. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. Oh, God. YouTube countdown music, man. Give us I wish... The problem is when you do premieres on YouTube, you can't choose the music. I mean, they have options for you, but you can't do custom music. So it's always like... How many endings did SMT5 have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4. Okay, so we want to do this. Actually... 1 second. I'm gonna do that. Do I want to do desktop? Let's do game capture here. Oh my God. Trying to get smart capture here. Okay, there we go. I'll fix that in just a second. Yeah, there was, they weren't named after alignments. So there was, World of Order, World of Gods, Destroy the Throne, and a World of Humans. A World for Humans. So I'm very curious what Vengeance is going to give us for endings. Like, if they're going to go all out and make them all fucked up or whatever. This is probably going to be, like, a really ideal... You're going to have, like, a mix of really ideal and then really, fucked up endings, I think. Oh.
皆さんこんにちは。新女神転生5ベンジェンススペシャルプログラムコンプリートガイドへようこそ。2024年6月14日発売の本作は2021年に任天堂スイッチで発売した新女神転生5の世界観をベースに全世界マルチプラットフォームで発売するためあらゆる面でパワーアップさせた新女神転生シリーズの最新作です。本番組では新女神転生5ベンジェンスが持つ新要素をまとめてお届けします。ぜひ最後までご覧ください。
Oh, there we be.
最初に本作のストーリーを紹介します。本作新女神転生5ベンジェンスは新たなルート復讐の女神編と前作の5で語られた創世の女神編が一つになったタイトルです。プレイヤーはゲーム開始直後にどちらのシナリオを遊ぶか選べます。創世の女神編ではごく普通の学生だった主人公が禁忌の存在ナホビノとなり神なき地上に新たな世界を作る創世の戦いに身を投じることとなります。対して復讐の女神編では新たに4体の女魔カディシュトゥが登場し謎の聖女ヨウコとの開口ナホビノの新たな姿など世界の運命は虐げられてきた蛇神たちの介入によって誰も見たことがない新たな展開を迎えていきます。また今作でパワーアップしたゲームシステムの一部は創世の女神編にも搭載。それぞれは独立した物語となっていますので好きな順番でお楽しみください。
Pretty sure a lot of people are going to be playing Vengeance, because how can you not? Like, I mean, I think even new players will probably play Vengeance first.
戦闘中に交渉し仲間にしたり悪魔合体を駆使して新たな悪魔を召喚したりとシリーズおなじみの要素です。今作は土井正幸による新規書き下ろし悪魔はもちろん
Yeah, I talked about some of the African demons earlier that they revealed.
その総勢は270体以上になりました。
270, wow. Also, they showed, oh, what's her name? I know Nikamata can actually evolve into her. She's the other cat demon, and I just noticed her at the top. I don't remember her name though. I know in Nocturne she can evolve into that one. Senri, okay. And she's in here too now. So yeah, you get these multi-demon attacks that are really cool. You get all these like special team-up attacks. Oh god, with the 4 angels. That's fucking cool.
今のパーティーでどんな魔月比スキルを発動できるのか、いろいろ試しながらパーティーの編成をお考えください。編成の楽しみはまだまだあります。本作において悪魔は自動で発動するユニークスキルを一つ持っています。その効果は様々で、組み合わせによってシナジーが起きることもあります。
push you to stick with certain demons longer because of their innate skills. You can actually keep them in your party longer because they actually have a specialized thing on them now.
魔王スルトを試してみましょう。詳しい効果はこちらをご覧ください。
Ooh, yeah, good support.
この状態で
good support
スキルを放つと、威力がシナジーのないパーティーと比べ上昇していることが見て取れます。もちろん組み合わせは他にもあります。ユニークスキルによっては魔月比スキルとのシナジーも。何を倒すためにどんな仲間を用意するか、好きな仲間を活躍させるためにどんな編成が考えられるか、奥深さが増した仲間編成をぜひお楽しみください。
Yeah, there's a lot. This will just lead to more like it's been menuing, which is fine. This big part of this game is just like the fusion obsession, just spending a lot of time to, like building your demons. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Here's the thing, I wasn't sure if the demon backyard was like a small area or just really big, because it made it seem like there were different spots where you can do talk to demons, but I guess this area is probably like really huge. バトルやフィールドの探索などゲームの攻略に応じて特別な会話が発生することがあり、unless it changes depending on where you are, but アイテムなどの見返りがもらえるかもしれません。またこのベンチを調べると、主人公の頼れる相棒青髪と会話することができます。 It's interesting, yeah. This mechanic.
会話の中でナホビノの能力が高まるような特別な会話が発生することもあります。このように会話を通じ様々な見返りが用意されています。こまめに足を運び、積極的に
Yeah, like I said, a lot of the people who played the demo spent a lot of time in the demon hots because there's a lot you could do. Is that a new idol? They might have new idol animations. Oh god, seeing that huge thing in there. Also, there's a free camera, yeah, which is really cool. In here. So you can take like cool pictures and stuff. But yeah, I imagine they probably, just for this area too, they probably have new animations. Just with the demon hot interactions.
申請した新女神転生5の魅力はこれだけではありません。追加要素、
50 additional features and
前作
adjustments.
から調整した点は無数にあります。今回はその中から
Watch it just really quick number them off.
ユニークスキル。
So this is a good summary. You could probably show someone this video if they weren't sure how much has been added to this in Vengeance. Nagatsui demons. You've got a lot of opportunities to fight like more challenging opponents. The Magatsuya rails, which makes navigation easier in certain areas now.
レベルの限界突破。
The level cap, yeah, it's supposed to go to 150 now,
バーチャルトレーナー。
which you can access in your dorm room, and you can redo boss fights.
ゲストキャラクター。
Get humans as guests. Your main party
一シワ
members.
のパーティー加入。悪魔の裏には
Demon haunts.
連続エンカウント。
Oh yes, this is cool. Yeah, this is like This makes it feel, the consecutive encounter thing makes it feel more like old SMT. You think the level cap is a story thing? Yeah, I imagine it unlocks out. It said it unlocks after certain conditions are met, so. Reshuffle parameters of the protect. Oh yeah, you can respec yourself now. Mine's a demon here. Oh, I didn't even catch that. It's like going so fast. More fusion accident demons. So you have Shinjuku as a new area. Aogami essences, yeah, so you can get them from corpses now. That was an OG5, basically fusing directly from the compendium. Oh, okay, that's what that was. Well, that was helpful though. Make it easier. Yeah, I had issues. That's way better. I definitely had an issue with the maps in the previous game, the version of the game, with some areas. Oh, quest navigation demons. Yeah, that's really cool that they actually follow you. So those aren't just like navigators. They're actually related to the quests that you're doing, which is cool. Toggleable miracles, which is helpful. Yeah, I mentioned this before. You can actually you're able to play as some of the demons based on the quest you're doing. Quest destinations, yeah, that's way helpful too. They did level adjustment, which was people complained about the scaling, so they adjusted that. Auto battle, I don't think I would use it. I actually didn't even use it. I used auto battle when I was playing Nocturne. I only used it when I was in the Labyrinth of Mala for some spots. So. Can it tell if you already possess that demon's essence? You're like 95% sure they scrapped Chiyoda. Was that like the problem area? There was an area that was just so bad in terms of like the way it designed in like navigation that I hated going through it. Estoma, yeah. Like I said, it might not be even necessary to use that. And for me, anyways. Place markers. Oh, shit. The markers? Map markers now. Okay, that's useful too. That way you can see, oh, where things are specifically. Okay, cool, yeah. That helps a lot. Recommended level subquest. Oh. Also, there's timed subquests. That was mentioned in the article that I went over. I forgot to mention that. Can change that takes place immediately. So yeah, you can save anywhere. Extreme difficulty mode. Holy shit, okay, yeah. Yeah, like I said, this is something you can show somebody who doesn't know how many adjustments that they added. So, along with just generally like all the story stuff. A brand new story, so.
いかがでしたでしょうか。2つのストーリー、50の調整点、そしてこれまでにない悪魔体験を用意した本作は。
I honestly, you know what it feels like? It feels like they did this because people were still not like sure. Because you had people complaining, some people complaining about like, you know, like we went over, they're like, oh, this should be DLC. And they probably, like, it almost feels like they made this go, here, we're doing this much. These are all the things that we're adding. Are you convinced now? That's what it feels like they did this. Alright, I guess that's, there we go. There we go. I actually don't even need to. Usually with these videos, I have to like go over it again. But like I don't. I mean, they went over stuff I already knew. Like, and there's definitely a lot of new things that they added that I didn't know. But that's it. Hey, and maybe we'll get a. There are some people who are also still waiting on a third like trailer. But I feel like the PV3, like the new Japanese trailer, is probably gonna drop closer to like. I don't know. It might drop closer to release, or maybe we'll get it at like the end. I don't remember when 2 came out. I think 2 came out probably at the end of April, right? So we'll probably get like a third trailer at the end of May or something. And so that'll be pretty interesting if so. But yeah, I'm already like hyped for it. I'm already bought it and everything. Like I have I had a code or something that I got. So I'm still hyped. Looking forward to it. You know. And it'll be interesting to see what happens.